All right, today we're going to be talking about decisions and making better ones. The remote or the book. Two very important items. Both useful for different times. The question is when. And this was a real world decision for me this morning. What do you think I picked? The book. I'm responsible. I'm getting older. But there are many times where I've chosen the remote and I've chosen to watch YouTube instead and just wasted my day. But today, I finished a book I've been reading for a good month or so. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? I had 30 some odd pages left and I just wanted to finish it, especially with a couple things that are happening in this time frame. And so I'm very proud to have worked through it, to have finished the book. This book is the premise for Blade Runner, the classic 80s science fiction movie. I have read this before for a college class, but never outside of college. So I was craving the reread. I knew I liked it. And that's what it often comes to with books for me is I need something that's at least somewhat familiar that I'm going to be excited to read through. I put down many books. And that's why it's hard for me to make the better decision sometimes and to read instead of to, I'm not sure a good catch-all word here, but I guess just be consumed by electronics, by media, by highly edited, addictive content. I'm trying to work my brain. You know, I was trying to think of the last book I read. I did read another book this year, and I couldn't place it. I was like, what did I read? It was Underground by Haruki Murakami. And that's not a sign of the book. The book was great. I really enjoyed it. It was a nonfiction account of survivors of the sarin gas attacks in Japan from, I forget the time period. I believe the 90s. But anyways, it was a good book. So why did I forget it? It's because I haven't been keeping my mind active. Obviously, I'm not going to remember every book I ever read, but it's a clear sign to me I have to work the brain. The brain is a muscle. Use it or lose it. It's a choice. You can decide today to start using your brain in more productive ways. The studies show that most people, at least in America, don't read a book after high school, let alone college. And then many college kids are struggling to read in classes to the point where college professors are watering down their curriculums. That's unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. We're a nation of greatness, or at least we should be. And so we should be striving to stray away from the distractions of the era, because they will pull us away from these things. And, you know, there are many times, I guess, throughout history that people have not really looked at reading as necessarily, they just looked at it as a hobby, from my understanding. When I asked my parents about it, they're like, yeah, we just read for fun. I do enjoy reading, but I don't read for fun. I read to work my mind. That's such an interesting concept. I mean, because I don't necessarily think of it as like how to train your brain or whatever, but it kind of is in the modern world that we live in. Even, you know, my parents and the generations above are also being swept into media consumption. And I just don't want to fall victim to those same things. Doesn't mean I want to read like every day and I'm now just the most literate person on YouTube. I'm definitely not turning into a book channel. I love gaming. I'm about to stream some Mario Sunshine. But the point stands that that can't be all I do. Because if it is, then it's a bad choice for me. And the way I also like to think of this is that nothing is by accident. And also, you can set off a chain reaction of positive decisions. I know people like to think of this with karma and being nice to other people, like, oh, you did one good deed, good things come back to you. It's more so that when you start to make that change in your life, if things are kind of south for you, the good things come in abundance. Just as like bad things come in abundance, good things come in abundance too. I also, after I read this morning, I did an at-home workout. I did push-ups, bicep curls, and tricep drops with my 125-pound dumbbell. I'd love to get more, but money's tight right now. But anyways, I just use what I have, and I do everything to failure. And today I added to that routine as well, in addition to presumably doing more, also going to the park and just running as much as I could, as fast as I could. It was sweltering, it's July 1st, but I still did it. And then I went to the deli and I got a huge bottle of water and an egg sandwich with some bacon. Bacon, good decision, bad decision. Don't know for taste, probably good, but for health, don't know. But I at least worked myself out. And so you really feel good when you know you do good. And that can take many forms. Even me recording this video right now. It could be something I just put off, because laziness begets laziness. I will continue to be lazy if I'm only ever lazy. I am very lazy generally, but I work to the point of laziness. I work myself to exhaustion, to the point where I have to be lazy. And then I can enjoy my gains, because I know I did a great thing that day. And that's when I can really start to enjoy entertainment again. Some of it's just a waste. I honestly don't like a lot of modern YouTube. I keep getting recommended certain things. And, a lot of it's polarizing. It's like reading the news in some senses. It's very biased. A lot of things are kind of targeted against perspectives and people, and it's kind of disgusting. I don't love it. And against opinions. Me thinking a certain way about a game it's just lambasted and looked down upon. Even Switch 2. Like, I didn't feel the same way about Switch 2 that a lot of the modern internet did. I'm not going to get one, but I don't feel the same. But it's like, I don't feel like it's open-minded. And so that's kind of a problem for me. So I guess the thing that is important for me is to know that I make good decisions. Now, what defines a good decision? Obviously, it's not going to be the same for everybody. Not everybody can go run in the park. Some people have bad ankles. Fine. Find something else that will be good for you. You take care of yourself and the rest follows suit. So why not take care of yourself? Why not live a better life today? And just make a series of decisions that will help you to be confident in who you are, where you're going, and that you are being your best possible self, your strongest possible self, and encouraging that in others. So that's my message for today. Have a great one, and let me know one good decision you've made lately. Take care. Enjoy your day. And cheers. Coffee. That's a good decision I made today.